Good afternoon. Welcome everybody to another Purahome video. This one is going to be specific for all our wonderful dental customers. You can see here the AERIS 3-in-1 Pro. This is our residential unit. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to mimic what goes on in a dental clinic, a dental operatory. And to better understand that, I'm going to explain a few things first. First is right here what I'm holding in my hand. This is a laser particle counter. This tells us what we're breathing in 1 cubic foot of air. So think of a soccer ball, that's 1 cubic foot of air. So right now here in the Purahome showroom, we've got somewhere around 15,000 particles in 1 cubic foot of air. 19,000. Every 6 seconds this displays the reading of the average of the previous 6 seconds. Okay, 12,000. Okay, and the reason why we have such a beautiful low number in here, we're never going to get a dental clinic that clean, is because we've got purified air in our showroom. We're going to take a look outside because this is part of the story. Okay, you might not see this, but I'll show you. It's a beautiful day today. There's been a shift in the weather front. On a gorgeous day like today, very little people are being admitted to hospitals, emergencies with heart attacks and strokes, with respiratory challenges. And we've got that information because the air outside was at 170,000, 150,000. Okay, that's a very clean day. And you can see now that we're back in Purahome, the particle count drops. And again, that's because we have purified air. So if we're at 100 and let's say 60,000 outside, we're at about 20,000 in here, you can see that we're 800% cleaner than outside. And as the air gets worse outside, we tend to stay at that beautiful healthy number. What we're going to do is mimic aerosol production. We have a smoke machine here. Okay, and now I really want you to understand a few numbers before we do our quick demonstration here. The worst particle count I have ever seen anywhere, and I believe it was a metal fabrication plant, was 32 million particles. Smog levels outside started around 3.5 million to 4 million particles in 1 cubic foot of air. Probably the highest reading I've seen in a dental clinic is 8 to 9 million particles in a cubic foot of air. So at that point, you basically are inhaling like smog level types of concentration. That is not healthy. That leads to lethargy. Restriction in the blood vessels, thickening of the blood. That definitely increases inflammation in the body, and long term definitely enhances risk of heart attack and stroke and cancer. And that's our goal, is to reduce your risk of exposure to these inflammatory diseases, if you will. Okay? Highest particle count in a dental office, 8 to 9 million. What we're going to do is artificially pollute our environment to mimic aerosol production, and then we're just going to time it. And so you know, I've got an open space here. So it's going to be even harder to get the particle count down. We've even shut our furnace fan off, so it's going to make it even more difficult to get the particle count down. And we're going to time it. The whole goal here is to give you confidence, to show you when to let the next client into your chair. Okay? Right now, the air quality index on our AERIS purifier is out of 1. That is the best score, the highest quality you can have. These units are diagnostic. They have a built-in laser. We've got a chart that you'll be able to show your clients. And you can see that the healthiest air is the lowest score. So anywhere between 1 and 50, we call that good quality. As you approach 100, we're getting into the unhealthy zone. The higher the particle count, the worse the air. The whole goal here is you document in your client's chart what the unit says. So here we've got an air quality index of 1. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get a dental clinic with everything going on down to 1, but we're going to really do our best to clean your air. And then as you're done your procedure, you document what the air quality index is, and then you're going to turn the unit on to speed 6 and just wipe everything down and monitor what the air quality index is. And the unit's going to help let you know when to let the next client in. Okay? So let's start the fog machine. Thank you, Caroline. Now what you're going to see is our particle counter is going to start to skyrocket. I've gone over the top. I have surpassed my detection limit of 100 million particles. This is the most polluted environment I have seen or tested. If you look at the air quality index on the AERIS purifier, sorry, we're at the maximum polluted level of 999. Okay? Caroline's particle counter is showing the polluted air going in. We're already down from 99 million to 41,000. I'm going to start testing the air coming out. Okay, you can see I'm really starting to improve the air quality. We're already down to 197, and I'm going to really crank this up. The client has left your chair. Maybe you're at a 140. You can see we got really clean air coming out of the unit, and we still have severely polluted air going in. My timer did not cooperate with me here. We're down to under 10 million particles in a cubic foot of air. You can see the perfect air coming out of our air purifier at 0. The air quality index in the AERIS unit is going to approach the perfect air quality index of 1, which is what we had. We're down to 2.2 million on the ground, 1.6. I've got 0 coming out. Now I'm going to get my unit to go a little bit up. I'm going to go over here in a bit of a corner, maybe where your hygienist is. This is going to go up. We've gone from 99.9 million down to 400,000, down to 300,000. This is very clean air. Very clean air. Our index here is down to 3. Polluted air going in, which is now not even heavily polluted, 246,000. We'll test the air coming out just to confirm. Not a full cycle, we'll let it cycle. We get 0 particles coming out. We're back to an air quality index of 1, and you can see that we've got clean air, already cleaner than outside levels. We're down to 82,000 going in. We're back to the air quality when that client came in your chart, understanding that we ended up at over 100 million particles, and the worst I've seen in a dental clinic is 8 to 9 million. We love it. These units are incredible. They're diagnostic. COVID aside, I'm so convinced you will live longer and healthier, and our goal is you go home with more energy. That's a great sign that things are going better in your body and better blood flow. We look forward to working with all of you together. Take good care.